spot with over third-ranked Jasper. Obviously, that's not going to be easy, but if the Bears can pull it off, Homer Rhodes will probably be a big reason why.
I'm balanced right, we're right. I'm balanced right, we're right. Bears.
In practice, he doesn't say a lot. In fact, the words shy and modest might come to mind on first impression. But when number 33 puts on the pads, his ability, plenty of talking. Homer Rhodes is his name, one college scouts won't soon forget. But then they usually remember a running back with 4.3 speed that averages almost 7 yards a pop. Well, not only has Rhodes managed both while rolling up 827 yards in 8 games, he's a state medalist in the 4.40. Those scouts' eyes have been getting bigger each week.
Oh, I have been getting a lot of calls and a few letters from colleges and everything, and a lot of my friends and everything been asking about it. But it's not bothering me too much.
Well, you name it, he's getting them every day. We got a request today from Oklahoma State, for example, to send a film. Texas invited him up this past weekend. McNeese is, of course, interested in him in this area and so forth. And he has Arkansas call. They're coming down for the ball game.
Now, before Rhodes gets a chance to make his mark in college, there is one goal he'd like to attain for his high school team. The first playoff berth in the history of Little Cypress-Mauriceville, which could be accomplished with a win over Jasper Friday night.
Oh, that'd be a big honor to the school, and, you know, first time in the history of getting that far. And as a senior, I feel like we could do it.
But with or without that playoff berth, Rhodes should easily become LCM's all-time leading rusher, needing just 106 yards over the next 2 weeks. That in an offense that's given him the ball an average of only 15 times a game.
I think he fits into the team concept that we try and put out. We don't try and overemphasize one individual, and he has proven that, you know, he fits right into that concept.
When we get the ball to him outside, you know, he's been picking up a lot of big yards, big gainers. It keeps the offense off the field, you know.
So as far as his coaches and teammates are concerned, Homer Rhodes can be as quiet as he likes, as long as his legs are making a lot of noise. From LCM, Brian Jensen, Channel 6 Sports.
As Brian mentioned, Rhodes has picked up a lot of yards this season without carrying the football that often. Over in Vidor, Darrell Mitten is a bit busier. In fact, Mitten's carrying the football 30-35 times a game. Actually the case. LCM has never been to the playoffs, but a win tomorrow night puts them there for the very first time.
Building a winning tradition is one of the most difficult things to do in high school football. Little Cypress-Mauriceville is right on the verge. They could be facing their final hurdle this week. The only problem is that hurdle is about as tall as they come.
You know, we think we're setting some pattern of tradition, but we haven't won a championship game yet, and basically that's what it's all about.
To accomplish that bottom line, the Battling Bears will have to defeat the third-ranked team in Texas, the Jasper Bulldogs. For the third straight week, the opponents in a must-win situation. Last week, the Bulldogs sent Silsby home with very slim playoff hopes remaining, and in the process claimed yet another playoff berth of their own. For LCM, on the other hand, just a shot at the playoffs makes their stomachs turn.
I'm really nervous about it. Can't get much sleep or nothing. You know, this game means a lot to us, especially the seniors, because it'll be the first time LCM's ever had go in the playoffs or even come close to winning district or zone.
Well, you know, Jasper's won 17 district titles. LCM has won none in the history of the high school, so the experience advantage, you definitely got to go to them. Plus, they were in it last year. Our young people, I guess, are getting kind of tight. We're trying to conduct practice just like we do all year. In fact, we hardly even mention the word Jasper. We just go out and try and do our job as best we can. So, you know, that's something we won't know until the ball game Friday night.
One thing the Bears do have in their corner is the home field advantage. And even though their winning streak at home isn't quite as impressive as Jasper's, it's a big step in the right direction.
Well, you know, we won 7 in a row, which is a school record. We've also got the longest shutout. You know, we haven't been shut out in 17 games, which isn't very many, but it's the most in the history of this high school. So we're slowly starting a tradition.
The biggest test in both those streaks will no doubt come tomorrow night against a team that's on the verge of dominance in District 9-4A. So for both Jasper and LCM, clearing this hurdle could have an impact for a long time to come. Brian Jensen, Channel 6 Sports.
Okay, thanks.
1 month. The format.
7. Run by quarterback.
Quarter. Rest of the East Zone tonight looks like this. Silsby a winner over Bridge City, 23-20, and Lumberton to Ritter, nothing to report on that one. Busted there for a minute, but French finally hauls him down, knocks him out of bounds right there. Again, 52 yards.
mention a great ball game tonight as far as the top of the district is concerned in 9-4A. It took place at Battling Bear Stadium.